My name is Kiet Duong. I am an undergraduate Dean's Medalist. The Dean's Medalist nomination means a lot to me to recognize that the effort I put in, not just inside the classes, but also like extra curriculum. It is a nice honor to be recognized, and also it's a nice achievement for my family. They're really happy about it. They're proud. They know that, and yeah, that's it. I was born in Vietnam. Growing up in what they call is District 12. There are like 12 districts, and so District 12 is like out on the outskirts in Ho Chi Minh City. I was there. I lived there for 15 years until summer of 2014. In August, that's when I moved to America. So the reason that we moved to America is because of my grandpa. He fought in the war, and he fled the country when the Communist Party took over. So it took him a while for him to know that we survived. He thought his wife and his children were all dead, and so he didn't know until like in the early 90s. And that's when he wrote a letter to us, and then we responded. And then around 2000, he came back to Vietnam and started the paperwork for my family, just for my mom, my dad, me, and then later on my sister to come to America. And the reason that we want to go is because we want a new opportunity for our family. We were struggling. Things were not working out for us, and that was a perfect, time for us to find new lives for our family. So I transferred from Clovis Community College. I believe that was fall 2020. That's when I came to Fresno State. Originally, I was biology major, but then I realized that working in a lab, wasn't for me, and so I was just looking for any kind of majors that would fit me, and just CM just popped out because I see all these buildings, and I'm like, oh, how do we build all of these things? And how do we put together such a beautiful building right there? And so that drew me to it. Yeah, that drew me to it. I've been involved in a lot of clubs. I'm most involved with the Bluebeam user group or the bug group. When I first joined, I didn't know what I was gonna do, but then I these flyers, they look cool. I want to make them, and I think it was the first month that I got help. But then after that, I did all the flyers up until now. There was an XCon conference, which is like an annual conference that that Bluebeam has. So me and a group of other students involved in a bug group went to San Diego to learn and to network with professionals that use Bluebeam every day. I was involved in the ABC construction management competition, and so what it is basically you have a request for a proposal in January, and you have 2 months roughly to put together a package to present to the judges over there. And so there are 3 steps. So step 1 is the proposal. Step 2 is when you get to Florida, and then they give you a time frame of 5 hours. So we were there from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. To do a change, not really a change order, but more like another scope added to the proposal, and then we have to revise our proposal. And so we did that, and then that night at 9 p.m. we got shortlisted for step 3 to present to the judges. And so the next day we present to the judges, and then the next day we just knew we knew maybe we'll get placed on one category or 2, but we didn't expect to get placed in the overall category. So we got 3rd place in estimating, we got 2nd place in project management, and then we got 2nd place in overall. So I'm really happy with that. You can't top that for your senior year. Looking back, for the past couple years that I've been here, I think the most, I guess the greatest accomplishment that I've had is the relationships. The relationships with the students, with the faculty, and with the professionals that visit the school, doing the just being the speakers for the Blueberry user group, and it's just a nice thing to have to learn things not just inside of class. It's both like hard skill and also soft skills that you learn there. In general, I got an offer from Querying in December last year, and I'm going to be starting my job position, which is the project engineer, in the middle of June. I would like to thank Brad Hyatt, who was my advisor for the first 2 years. He was really helpful to me. He guided me how to be a leader, be a good student, and also be a good person. I would like to thank Dr. Maria Calahora Jimenez. She was really helpful to me with her courses, and I was able to ask her questions related to not only in the class materials, but also out in the field as well. And lastly, I would like to thank Professor Christy Banks, who really helped me this past couple of semesters. She brought me to the Blueberry user group, helped me play to my strength, and she helped me a bunch with the competition team. I don't think we were gonna make it if it wasn't for her to sacrifice her weekend. I would say that no one would want to spend their weekend with us and trying to help us like she did. So I'm really thankful for her, all of her efforts to help us. For the students currently in the program, just try to do your best and try not to compare yourself with others, because you don't know what their lives is like. All you see is just the highs, but you don't see the lows. So I would say just focus on yourself, know your strength, know your weaknesses, play to your strength, improve your weaknesses.